We are live at Talladega Superspeedway after all for the Money Line 300 on the NASCAR Heat 5 career mode. Sorry for the hour delay on the stream. Again, down in the chat below, I already put the reason why we were late, but again, just a quick recap. My dad had to finish off his and my mother's taxes, and he needed my laptop to do it, so we are here. About an hour later, but we are here. We will get this race in here tonight. Jackson Thomas, Emmett Stewart, Patrick Shadley, welcome to the stream. Thanks for everybody cooperating here. And now the highly anticipated Talladega Superspeedway for the Xfinity Series on the career mode will about to be underway. No practice or qualifying for today's race. We do have a Superspeedway chassis, 85 on the engine power coming into this one, 79 on the aero, and a 78 on the suspension into this race as well. And this should be a good one. We have 7 different winners on the season, just 5 spots open for the playoffs, and this is, yes, only the 9th race of the season, and we only have 5 spots left in the playoffs, so a lot of races still before the regular season. We could see another new/upset winner here tonight. We'll see who will go to victory lane in 113 laps. DB Forever 85, Trevor Grimes, welcome to the stream as well. Alex LeMay crashed in qualifying. Joe Nemechek, engine change. Both those guys drop into the rear. Austin Cindric on the pole for this race. Cindric, one of the drivers winless on the season. That delay let me get work done so I can enjoy the race. Hey, well, there we go. See, at least it worked for some people. Sorry for those of you that cannot watch it live tonight due to the hour postponement, but at least it will be up on the channel and you can watch it whenever you are available. Green flag in the air. Austin Cindric leads the field to the green. He has led laps in nearly every race this season, but he has not gone to victory lane. He is second in points. He won at Daytona in real life this season. Expect him to be a competitor today. He almost won the season opener at Daytona as well. Led late, probably would have won that race if it wasn't for a caution in the closing laps. Schneider started on the outside groove, quickly gets to the bottom underneath Greg Golding. Jesse Little down the back straightaway trying to get a draft off the 51 of Clements. 3x3 through the pack here at Talladega. Cindric getting a good push out in front. Now he gets a little loose off of turn 4. Somebody's going to slide up underneath him. Schneider's already cracked the top 30. He's gained 5 spots on lap 1. Hemrick a little loose in the middle lane getting into the tri-oval. Transfers down to the bottom mid-pack. And lap 1 led by Justin Allgaier. And they're 4 wide towards the very back of the pack. Contact now getting into turn 1. Schneider just gets down in front of Josh Bilicki. He barely cleared him. Bilicki gave a shot to the back bumper of Schneider with the run. Sorry, that was Jesse Little on the 4. Bilicki was on the outside. Noah Gragson won the last race at Bristol. 3 Junior Motorsports Chevrolets have won so far this season. 3 races have been won by the Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota. Schneider has 1 win himself on the year. A lot of the powerhouse teams have won this season. Then 1 upset win with Schneider winning at Atlanta. Just have to wait and see how this is going to go. Only 25 laps in stage 1. I appreciate at least being able to take time out of your day tomorrow to watch the rest of this. And again, sorry for the postponement there, Jeff.
Careful, still bad.
Wasn't my fault, unfortunately. If I would have known that, I wouldn't have even scheduled the doubleheader tonight, honestly. I just waited until tomorrow. Get one of the more highly anticipated races on the schedule. Expecting something crazy here today, and I know you guys want to watch this race live. 3 wide stuck in the middle now. Schneider, he tried to go in between the 5 and the 20, and his run just kind of got stalled out as soon as he made that move. Now he hops back down to the bottom. He's still underneath the 20 of Harrison Burton, who's trying to get the outside lane to work. New leader up towards the front, Jeff Green in the 38. Schneider goes to the inside, 4 wide down the back straightaway for a split second underneath the 5 and the 18, and Mills about got the side of the 18 of Riley Herbst. Gregson's found his way on the bottom behind the 99 of Schneider. Battle for the lead side by side up towards the front off turn 4 this lap. Schneider's only scored stage points in 2 races this season. Just 2 races he scored stage points. He does have 1 stage win in Atlanta as well, so only 6 playoff points. 4 wide into turn 1, Timmy Hill up on the outside. Clementson, Mills in the middle, Schneider on the bottom. Top 2 kind of pulling out a little bit. Saw the front couple cars at Daytona earlier this year and kind of pulling out. You see that with the Super Speedway package in the Xfinity series. A lot harder to pass the leader in the Xfinity series on these restricted plate races versus the truck in the Cup series. Can't quite get as big of a run. Talladega's a wider track than Daytona. It might help a little bit. And Gregson, speaking of help, is going to give Schneider a little push into the tri-oval, trying to get this inside lane going once again. Both the calling cars inside the top 15, maybe looking to work together. Chastain just in front of Justin Haley. Both those drivers winless on the year. Haley had a good run, finished 6th at Bristol in the last race. Gregson again gives a push to the back of Schneider. Gregson's got a teammate of Hemrick in front of the 99 of Schneider as well, so they're all trying to work together on the inside. Joey Logano fan, welcome to the stream. Contact, Ross Chastain. Well, we do stream on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. We stream every day, really. So you'll usually see most of the career mode races for NASCAR Heat 5 on those days. We just couldn't stream last Saturday because of the race getting postponed. The race is on Sunday this week. It'll be a lot easier because I got to work Saturday, so it was kind of conflicting between the two. Closing into the back bumper of Schneider, who has already cracked the top 10, and it's only lap 7 after starting 34th. Still an underfunded team, that's for sure. Hopefully they can get the funds to maybe become even more competitive at the end of this race. Simply getting that road course chassis before the Mid-Ohio race in about 3 races.
Stay on the bottom.
3 wide. Again. This time for 6th underneath Chad Finch and Mike Harmon. Jeff Green again, he's in the top 10. He had a top 10 run earlier today, or actually finished 11th. He was in the top 10 for most of the day. Bristol Timmy Hill ended up with that 10th place finish. Green finished 11th. Look at the run Schneider's got to the back of Green. Caution away for the first time today. Just at lap number 8, we get our first caution. Colby Howard out in front of the 15 car. 6 of 800 subs are watching. Yeah. Well, see, that's part of the problem, though, is I don't think YouTube notifies all the subscribers when I go live. There's no way. Considering the fact that, you know, the most we've had watch a stream is 63. Yeah, there's no way. It's alright, though, whatever. We'll get to 1,000 subs at some point here. Then I can contact them and try to tell them, hey, I need to notify all my subscribers that hit that notification button. And stop unsubscribing random people.
Still there?
Green flag back in the air. 15 laps to go. Stage 1. Schneider in that inside lane trying to push Michael Annett, the one who finished runner-up at Bristol in the last race. He's got a couple of runner-up finishes this year on top of his win at Fontana, as it is.
Outside.
Schneider didn't push him square. That only got Annett a little loose. Look at Gregson with that run down on that inside lane. See if he can pull in the back bumper of Schneider. Oh, Anthony Alfredo changes lanes all the way to the high side. Gregson's trying to pull closer to the 99. He's just not able to do it. Now off turn 4, he finally gets there, and all that did was shoot the 99 sideways, 4 wide into the tri-oval, and then made it. Gregson tried to help him out. Schneider just got a little too loose after the push. This inside lane is fading fast right now. Schneider's back to 18th after restarting 5th. Just over a lap into the restart. Colby Howard in the 15 leads this race. 14 to go now in stage 1. And the caution did not help keeping Schneider in the 99.
Stay on the bottom. Car outside.
Schneider behind Mills. Underneath Briscoe, tried to side draft him a little bit. Briscoe maybe going down the track just a tiny bit to try and side draft the right rear corner panel. Keegan Schneider not quite going to be able to do it. Yeah, I think it's something like if you miss like 3 videos or 3 streams in a row, it doesn't notify you for some reason. Even if you have the notification hit. So if you miss like 3 days in a row, you're likely not going to get notified. Not every time. I think it just does it sporadically at that point. Which again, I just don't understand the analytics sometimes.
Careful. Still there.
Pulls up, clears Mills. He's back in the top 10. Out of the inside of Alfredo for 8. Michael Annette did jump back to the lead as you see Colby Howard in the 15 who led at the caution. Led on the restart is fading fast. Schneider gets a push to the back bumper of Noah Gragson off turn 2, trying to get this inside lane going once again.
Careful. Still there.
And Annette has lost the lead. He's hung up on the outside. I believe that might be Austin Cindric back out in front. It's tough to tell from this far back. 3 wide for second place. Brandon Brown into the middle lane in the 68. Schneider still giving Noah Gragson a push. Gragson goes up to try and side draft the net, back down to the bottom in front of Schneider. Schneider gets underneath Gragson now. 3 wide, Jeff Green all the way on the outside still in the net behind him. How about Joe Nemechek, man? Nemechek, so many times on these super speedways on the career mode, the truck series. He finished second at Daytona, finished third at Daytona, second at Talladega, and then he finished second in the Xfinity race at Daytona earlier this season. Schneider's got a run. He goes up the middle 3 wide between Nemechek and Brandon Brown for second place. He does clear Nemechek, but he's not able to clear Brandon Brown. He gets back in line on the inside behind Brown, sitting himself in third. Harmon is currently the race leader in the 74. Might have a wild card winner at stage 1 because we only have 10 laps to go at the line. Brown has a run. He gets to the inside of the 74 of Harmon, looking for the lead.
Last step back. You gotta focus.
Schneider trying to go with Harmon right now on the outside lane. Gregson's going to go up there as well. Gregson's going to give Schneider a push off turn 2. Big run down the back straightaway. Is Harmon going to pull clear of the 68 car? I don't think he's quite able to do it yet. Schneider makes a move to the inside. 3 wide into turn 3.
Careful.
He had a big push down the back straightaway from Noah Gragson. And now they're 3 wide for the lead.
Careful. Still there.
Harmon fades on the outside. Now it's Brandon Brown. No, Harmon's still there. They're still 3 wide. Another push from Gragson. Him and Schneider worked well together here in this opening stage. Schneider's going to lead his first lap of the race at the line by inches over Brandon Brown. Remember at Daytona in the season opener, the last restrictor plate race we had in the Xfinity Series, he didn't lead a lap until 4 laps to go in the race. He only led 2 laps the whole race. Stage 1, lap 17 of this race, he's already led 1 lap. After starting 34th, he was barely able to clear Brown in the center of the corner. Alfredo's getting a massive push now from Chastain. Schneider up high to block. Chastain hangs out the 21, a fast pasta to the outside, and Chastain works the middle. Gragson still on the bottom, working with his buddy Schneider here in the early going. Gragson wants to put himself in a position. Oh, contact with Chastain. Schneider was going to go up and block, but Ross had too big of a run and still is able to pull clear. And we know these colleague cars to run well in the super speedways in the Xfinity Series. Chastain wants to win stage 1 now. Justin Haley probably had the fastest car in the season opener at Daytona. Won a stage that day. Couldn't quite get the win in its entirety, but he was up towards the front at the very end. Trying to stay in the draft desperately of Chastain and maybe get another run to the inside. Off into turn 3. He barely beats Chastain to the bottom. Tries to side draft him and pull him back now as they're side by side, neck and neck for the lead. It's a drag race off turn 4, but it's 2 cars versus 1 as Gragson again pushes Schneider out to the lead off of turn 4. This will be the second lap Schneider has led already today. This win, if we do get a win, that will definitely make up for the Bristol finish, that is for sure. Schneider looking for another playoff point as well. He has only won one stage this season. That was in his last win at Atlanta when he won stage 2 that day. Matt Mills on the outside. He started towards the back as well. Justin Allgaier, who looked fast at Bristol, won both stages, couldn't win the race. Schneider blocking all 3 lanes right now into turn 3. Chastain's on the high side. Likely has a fast car. Like I mentioned, the Colleague car is usually pretty good on the super speedways. All the way up to the top, and here comes Noah Gragson on the bottom. Chase Briscoe with a huge run. Schneider trying to hold everybody back as Gragson takes the lead with 6 to go in the stage. Schneider's not getting enough help. Matt Mills getting a massive push from Chastain on the top. Colby Howard in the 15s back inside the top 5 to 4th. Just not getting a push. He will get a push from Alfredo down the back straightaway. Anthony had a big run. The problem is Alfredo couldn't move back down to the bottom himself. Colby Howard's on the inside lane. Schneider's going to try to give Howard a push. Gragson's got a big lead out in front right now. Little tandem racing towards the front with the 5 and the 10 locking bumpers. Schneider just gave a little push to Colby Howard. Howard trying to get to second place. Chase Briscoe trying to work the bottom lane as he pulls closer towards the front of the field. Still 5 laps left in stage 1. That's plenty of time for somebody to get around Noah Gragson. Howard back to second. He led at the first caution of the day back at lap 8. Trying to get to the lead again. He's got a massive run. Oh, Howard up high to block. About turned himself off the front bumper of the 99. Howard's getting a massive push right now from Schneider, but nowhere to go with it as Gragson is simultaneously blocking the 15 as the 15 is blocking the 99. Briscoe, meanwhile, the fourth rather. Clements in 5th. See if Howard can make a move underneath Gragson. He's got 4 more laps, plenty of time here. Schneider again pushing Colby Howard into turn 1. Caution, and that will end the stage. With 4 laps to go, caution will wait for the second time tonight, and that will end stage 1. Noah Gragson wins stage 1 after winning the Bristol race. Looking strong early on. Colby Howard second, Keegan Schneider third, followed by Briscoe, Clements in top 5. 6th to the 10th will be Mills, Annette, Nemechek, Allgaier, and Martins. Pit stops for the first time today. 4 fresh tires, full tank of fuel for this 99 team. No damage for repair. Got a big test tomorrow. Well, wish you good luck. Slow pit stop returns for this 99 team, losing 9 spots on pit road. Green flag is back in the air. Gragson wins the race off pit road with a restart from the lead. Schneider on the top side for another restart. Like he was at the start, he's trying to side draft Harmon in this outside lane, not getting going. Jeff Green jumps to the outside. Part of it, they got disconnected. Whoever was behind Schneider on the restart didn't take off. Then Matt Mills got hopped out of line. Look at Schneider up the middle now. He gets underneath the 21 as well. Anthony Alfredo barely squeezing in between the 51 and the 7. Schneider's trying to make headway on the outside. Nemechek hops down in front of the 99. A lot of lane changing going on. And look at Gregson getting shuffled out of line. Schneider wants to get a pole, and he does get down in front of Harmon. 4 wide into the tri-oval. Still no help for Gregson on the outside.
Half down, half to go. This time by.
Indeed, our goal for our incentive bonus to get nearly credit one bank. We need to finish top 5 in 2 of the next 4 races. This is definitely an opportunity today after Schneider finished 3rd in stage 1.
Careful, still there.
Schneider again up the middle. Side drafted Clements quite a bit there. And that moves down to the bottom. Colby Howard still on the outside. Schneider back to the bottom now behind Clements.
Still there.
Trying to desperately pull clear the 44 of Martins, but he can't do it yet. Now Howard's trying to side draft the 51 on the inside and pull him back. And got maybe a little drafting help in front of him from Joe Nemechek. Nemechek might be one of the favorites to win this race today. Clements gets a push from Schneider to the inside. Clements to second. Ooh, Schneider a little tight. Pushed up the track into the side of the 1. Martins is going to come through and try to push and help him out himself. Chase Briscoe in the lead. Won the 2nd race of the year back at Vegas. The only Ford to go to victory lane so far this season in the first 8 races is Chase Briscoe.
Careful, still there.
Started off strong and definitely hasn't had the consistency that the JGR Toyotas and the Junior Motorsport Chevrolets have had. Train game now on the inside. A little 3-car tandem to try and get a run on Briscoe. Clements getting pushed by the 99 and the 44. Schneider push down the back straightaway. He tries to pop out of line. A little too early. Gets underneath the 51. Try to side draft him and pull him back as much as possible. Martins, what lane will he pick? Will he pick the bottom or the top? He's going to stay on the bottom. He's going to push the 99 of Schneider. Still pushing him. Still pushing it. Let's go. Schneider clear for second. Up high, back to the inside. Chad Fincham has a run down low. He gets underneath Tommy Joe Martins, and he's going to give a push to the back of the 99 as Briscoe's got a pretty big lead out in front of the rest of the pack. Schneider can get a run. It's going to be tough for Briscoe to make the block. Briscoe's staying up high. Now he hops to the bottom. Push from the 13. Look at this through turns 3 and 4. Schneider getting a push from Chad Fincham. Look at this top 5. David Starr 4th. Jeffrey Earnhardt 5th. Those two working together. Bump drafting. Only car on a dominant team in the top 5 is Briscoe leading for SHR. Just got Schneider loose in the middle of turns 1 and 2 where Fincham tried to push. Bump drafting is the name of the game here at Talladega. And again, they're going to try to pick up headway on the bottom, but they let go. Schneider trying to go up high and get whatever draft he can off of Chase Briscoe. Fincham looked like he was going to follow him. Fincham stays high. Schneider trying to drop back to the inside. Now Schneider's pulling away from everybody behind him. Fincham. There's Harrison Burton behind him. Burton goes up to try and side draft the 0 of Jeffrey Earnhardt. And again, Fincham pushing Schneider in the tri-oval. Briscoe's got a half a second lead right now. Let's see if they can get a big run on him this time. Have to imagine that Briscoe's just a little too far ahead. Down the back straightaway, Schneider's got a massive, massive run. 200 miles an hour off into turn 3. Briscoe just got way too far ahead. Schneider maybe pushed up the track a little too much once he got closer behind the 98. Still might need a little bit of help from Fincham. Brandon Jones, Harrison Burton, both in the top 6 trying to work together for Joe Gibbs Racing. Fincham up high and a Toyota to block another Toyota of Jones. Fincham got in the back of the 99 into turn 1, and Schneider got extremely loose. Tried to give him a push. Second time Schneider's gotten massively loose after getting a bump draft first from Gregson back in stage 1, and that time by Fincham here in stage 2. Not enough cars in the outside groove right now. Briscoe better get back down to the bottom or Harrison Burton's going to jump to the lead. That actually might be Clements in the 51 down there. Schneider finally to the bottom behind his buddy Gregson here tonight. They've worked well together. Look at the Junior Motorsports Chevrolets here. 3 in the top 6 after they finished 1, 2, 3, 4 at Bristol earlier today. Fincham swings high, nobody goes with him. Schneider just gets underneath Noah Gregson as well. Side drafted him, and now Gregson's trying to side draft him back. Allgaier, is he going to abandon his teammate? It looks like he will. Abandon Michael Annette and gets underneath him instead. Schneider just pulls clear of Gregson that time. And that's still side drafting the 7 of Allgaier. But when Schneider's got to the back of Michael Annette, he jumps low behind Allgaier instead. Clements on the outside as well. He moves to the bottom in front of Allgaier. And Annette's now back to 5th. He's in 2 spots in the last lap. Maybe more, because Mike Harmon's going to get underneath him as well. Allgaier, meanwhile, to the inside of Clements for 2nd place. Schneider to the inside of 51 for 3rd as Briscoe leads. 16 laps to go, stage 2. We've had 2 cautions per incident tonight. One at the end of stage number 1 and one just 8 laps into the race. Schneider up high, blocks Clements off for 3rd. Look at the run getting stalled out by the 51 as they're side by side for the lead towards the front of the field. Harmon to the inside. Oh, contact. Schneider's going to throw a block. And here comes Justin Haley. One of the favorites is Justin Haley for today's race. He's in the top 5 for the first time. Led the most laps and dominated at Daytona. Could not get the win. Allgaier, meanwhile, to the lead.
Stay low, stay low.
Schneider to the inside of Haley for 3rd. Mike Harmon back to 2nd. He's led a few laps today already. Bang! Contact to the 99 and the 11 into turn 1.
Careful, still there.
They're still side by side though. That contact really stalled out both runs because the 74 and the 7 both kind of pulled away from him a little bit.
Careful, still there. Careful, still there.
Schneider doesn't win. He desperately needs to make sure somebody who has won a race this year will win. Great crossover by Mike Harmon. He fakes high, goes low. As Allgaier swung high, and Harmon's got the lead again on turn 4, blocking the 7. Inside Uranus, welcome to the stream.
Careful, still there.
3 wide for 4th. Briscoe, Haley, Annette. Schneider, Allgaier still side by side for 2nd. Harmon kind of getting away a little bit.
Still there.
Schneider again goes up to try and side draft the 7. Justin Allgaier trying to pull him back, allowing Harmon to maybe get away a little more.
Outside, outside.
They could break away from each other between the 7 and the 99. And Net doesn't want to push the 99 because his teammates to the high side, so I wonder if the Net might try to go with Allgaier. It's going to be tough with Haley up on the high side instead. Allgaier finally breaks free. Basically got a run out of nowhere. Schneider up high now to block Justin Haley, and we have a caution. For the third time tonight, 76 laps to go, we have a caution. First time in stage 2. Ray Black Jr. is going to pit, and it looks like everybody else is going to stay out. Well, definitely been an entertaining race to this point. We've had a lot of entertaining races so far in this Xfinity Series season on the career mode. And like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. We do these full race live streams with a realistic broadcast every day. On top of all the related NASCAR content right here on this YouTube channel. So I've started my young broadcasting career, trying to work my way into the ranks of NASCAR later on down the road. Mike Harmon will lead the field to the green for the restart. Allgaier goes outside row 2 will be Schneider and Haley, and row 3 will be Michael Annett and Chase Briscoe. Green flag back in the air. Not many laps to go here in stage 2, just 10 more. Schneider tries to go to the inside, 3 wide for the lead into turn 1. He's going to get there, but Haley has locked bumpers with the 74 of Harmon. Trying to get him going. Schneider doesn't have a lot of help, and now Haley moves to the bottom. With Schneider maybe trying to hang Harmon out to dry. They had the bumpers locked. I thought it was going to work. 7 of Allgaier trying to get a run. He'll get to the back bumper of Mike Harmon, but Schneider pulls clear of Harmon down the back straightaway. What a restart from 3rd to 1st. Schneider still trying to go for that second stage win of the season. He's getting a big gap though off turn 4. Haley and Harmon both kind of side drafting each other, and they're not able to keep up with the 99. Harmon does pull clear of Haley finally, and Schneider will lead his 3rd lap of the race at the line. He's already led more laps today than what he led in the season opening super speedway race at Daytona, where he only led 2 that day. Brown, Briscoe, Harmon all in the mix up here behind the 99 of Schneider. Haley and Net, fast cars that have won super speedways in the Xfinity Series before as well. This is restrictor plate racing. The Xfinity Series and the Truck Series still have restrictor plates. Cup Series have retained spacers. Taller rear spoilers. 4 laps led now for Schneider. He's led the first 2 off the restart. Brown again gets a run to the outside. Schneider just blocked him into the wall. That stacks him up 4 wide. Getting into the corner. Briscoe, a little tight, has to get out of the gas in line behind the 7 of Allgaier. How did they not crash there? That definitely could have been the big one. Schneider desperately blocking. There's Brown again with more contact. This time he gets to the lead. And easily. Look at how big of a jump he got off turn 4. Hopefully he doesn't get out to too big of a lead. Harmon's still not pushing Schneider. Look at Haley trying to battle up the middle, 3 wide. And that's coming on the outside as well. Harmon down to the bottom. He gets underneath the 99. And almost the one goes around. I thought for a second there Jesse Little was going to get into him. Big push from Landon Castle. He's inside the top 5. Up to 4th to the back bumper of the 99. I need to help him out again. Here he comes down the back straightaway to push. The top 3 are just pulling away right now. Top 2 rather. Harmon tries to close in on the 68 of Brandon Brown all by himself. He doesn't have any help. 99 and the 89 working together. A lot of underdogs at the front of the field. For a date with Destiny here tonight. Maybe the 8th different winner already this season. saw stage 2 come to an end because of a caution with 4 laps to go in the stage. Ended prematurely. We have 6 to go currently in stage 2. He's got a massive run here on Mike Harmon. He's going to give him a push on that inside lane. Brown goes down low to block. Harmon tried to shoot to the outside, but Schneider didn't follow him, and Schneider's back to second. And here comes Landon Castle to the inside as well, as he is going to get by Mike Harmon and pull to the back bumper of Keegan Schneider. They're going to try to work together to get around Brown. 5 laps to go in stage 2, this time by. Playoff point on the line.
5 to go, this time by.
Sieg to 4th. He has had a rough go here this season. A win would be huge for that team. Ryan Sieg's first career win in the Xfinity Series. It's been close in years past, but he hasn't really been close this season despite 2 pole awards. Castle just needs to stay locked onto that 99, and they might go places. 68 Brown still on the high side. Will he get to the bottom in time into turn 3? Yes, he does. Careful, Brown's coming up off the bottom. I think he got a little tight. A little side draft now. Schneider goes up to pull that left rear corner panel out. From underneath the 68 of Brown, and Castle stays connected to the back of Schneider. 5 laps left now for Schneider in the race. It's only stage 2. 4 laps to go in the stage. Caution comes out. The stage is over from this point. So we'll see. Brown's got a massive push coming from Justin Haley in that 3rd lane on the outside. Schneider down low. Contact with Castle. And here comes Fincham. Now Castle goes high. And I think Sieg might get to the inside. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're about wrecking. Sieg got into the side of Haley. And Castle ends up in the lead somehow. Boy, that got wild quickly. And here comes Gregson to the 8 of Schneider with 3 to go in the stage now. I thought Sieg was wrecking going into the corner when he made contact with Justin Haley. And even with the contact with the 89, somehow Castle finds himself to the lead after getting into the side of the 99.
Stay at the bottom here.
Landon Castle trying to win stage 2. Jackson needs to get to the back bumper of Schneider. They've worked well together today. I'd be surprised if they work well again. Inside line is progressing forward. Schneider just gets underneath Baccarello. 3 wide with Haley on the outside of the tri-oval as well. Schneider fell back to 10th just about 3/4 of a lap ago. High to try and block. Oh, the 93 is sideways somehow into turn 1 and he saves it. Schneider tried to give him a bump draft to help him out and get him going, and he didn't take the push very well. They're even going to make it to the green-white checker flag. Schneider and McLaughlin coming up the inside. Schneider to the inside of the 93 instead. He tried to push him before, it didn't work, so he's going to go underneath him instead this time. More cars stacked up on the inside lane. Going to help Castle for the moment. Schneider to the back bumper of Brandon Brown off turn 4. Ryan Sieg's in second. He's the driver trying to get around Landon Castle for the moment. Schneider to the inside of Brandon Brown. 1 lap to go in the stage. Castle swings high. Sieg maybe looks to go to the bottom. He's looking. He's got to get the run, though. He's going to need more help. McLaughlin going to try to push Schneider down the back straightaway. Will they have enough? Landon Castle on the outside. He's trying to block Ryan Sieg. Sieg goes to the inside, but so does Landon Castle. Schneider's got a big run in 3rd. He got a little tight, though, in contact with the 68. That's going to stall their run out. Off of turn 4, Sieg looks low. Castle blocks in the tri-oval. He can't get there. Ryan Sieg to the inside. Photo finish at the line. Landon Castle will win stage 2. By inches over Ryan Sieg. He almost gave it up right at the finish. Sieg just got underneath him to try and side draft, and he had a little help from Schneider from behind, but it'll be Landon Castle who narrowly hangs on to get his first stage win of the season. Ryan Sieg robbed of another one. Schneider ends up third in each of the first two stages, scoring more stage points tonight than what he has in any race all season. Pit stops coming up again. Second set of tires going on the race cars. And we get set now for the final stage. Boy, was that exciting.
All right, be smart out there. Going green.
One more stage remains. Green flag back in the air. Schneider's on the inside again this time. Losing 10 spots on pit road that time. He lost 9.
Stay low,
Pit
stay low.
stops before that.
Stay on the bottom.
Still no big one despite the 3 cautions.
Careful, still there.
Scattering apart on the restart. They're all trying to find a lane, trying to find the momentum. Castle leads, watches the inside. He won the race off pit road and held on.
All right.
Gregson won stage 1. Stage 2, oh my goodness, Schneider underneath Gregson. Contact. Castle just lost the inside of the racetrack, much like he did on the final lap of the last stage. New leader, CJ McLaughlin. But now Baccarello loosens him up, and Baccarello's going to get to the inside and try to go for the lead. Tommy Joe Martins to the back bumper of Keegan Schneider through turns 1 and 2, giving him massive push to the outside lane. Baccarello again down on the inside. He gets a push from Schneider. Schneider gets backed up from the 44 again.
Got a car high now.
Martin's maybe going even higher as Noah Gregson side drafts him. Pulls him back. Off of turn 4, here comes the run. Schneider has nowhere to go right now, and he's going to go 3 wide to the outside. And a push from Gregson, trying to go all the way upstairs for the lead, and this might actually work because Gregson's giving him a big push. 3 wide, off of 4, through the tri-oval. I couldn't tell who led the lap, if it was Schneider or Baccarello. Now, Gregson gets to the outside of the 99, and Baccarello holds on to the lead. They had such a good run going there. Slight contact between the 38 and the 99 that time.
Got a car low now.
Backing him up, 3 wide again. AKA Talladega, the most unpredictable track, indeed. I will update the pit crew eventually, trust me.
Careful, still there.
Shouldn't matter too much today.
You got room, you're clear then.
Talladega. Saw quickly on this restart, Schneider's right back in the top 3. I'm just saving up for that 3rd chassis right now. So hopefully we can get that road course chassis. Then we'll hire 2 employees, train them. We'll get the pit crew updated probably next, or within the next couple races. I'd like to get them updated before Mid-Ohio. Because that's definitely going to be a track position race. We can't afford a slow stop on the road course. Baccarello got a little tight into turn 3. Bottom lane working for the 93 and the 99, and Schneider's going to get to the lead easily off turn 4. He's led over 5 laps today. And he's going to lead another one right here at the line. McLaughlin's able to get underneath him and get around him, but I don't think so. McLaughlin will back off to try and get a run, but he won't get one by the start-finish line. He's going to go high. And he just lost the bottom to Ross Chastain. On the quality cars, they've come and gone through this field very easily here today. Gregson's been up front a lot. He's won a stage. Jeff Green in the bottom. Green on the bottom in the 38. Had a run. Schneider trying to block 3 lanes at once. We've seen contact a lot when he has tried to block, and Chastain is trying to go up the middle 3 wide with a push for Noah Gregson. Schneider tries to side draft the 10. Now a push from Jeff Green on the bottom. McLaughlin's got a push on the outside as well from the 90 of Baccarella. Still 3 wide through the tri-oval. A lot of bump drafting going on. That's where the cars get at their lightest. Jeff Green has just held the 99 of Schneider out in front. Schneider pulls clear to the outside. Back to the inside, barely in front of Green as Green gives the 99 of Schneider a shot in the middle of 1 and 2. Again up high, again down low, again in the middle. Back to the high side, back to the inside. Here comes a 4th lane now on the inside. Austin Hill by himself, 4 wide for 2nd place. Chastain's fading. Look out. We have seen the big one before. At this racetrack, there's the championship mode on the custom schedule season where we saw a flip in a 3-wide battle for the lead in stage 3 in that race just a couple weeks ago. And this is getting very intense here in the final stage. McLaughlin back out in front. Hill will pick up Schneider on the inside and finally connects bumpers. They got out of it that time. Ooh, Chastain got really loose. 89 on his back bumper. McLaughlin back out in front again. As he moves to the high side. 89 to 10 have still locked bumpers. Schneider's going to look for a run maybe on McLaughlin into turn 1. Hill's going to give him a push. McLaughlin's still going to pull down. Ooh, he had a chance to, but he never did. He never got down to the double yellow line. Schneider got a little loose in the center of the corner. Stays in the gas. Allows Hill to push him to the lead. And the Vittori Racing 61 car to be in position to pull off an upset. Another Toyota Supra in the field. I think Darlington would be a good championship race. I feel like they'd have to move the Southern 500 to like a Mother's Day weekend though. I'd rather see the 400-mile race for the championship. Oh, look at this, 4 wide again! How did Castle squeeze on the outside without getting into the side of the 93 of McLaughlin? Chastain out in front. Oh, Castle goes low. Hangs Chastain out to dry. Can he get alongside of him and side draft him down the back straightaway though? Looks like he is just a tiny bit, and the rest of the pack starts to pull closer again. Castle on the inside, Chastain on the outside. Castle's going to clear Chastain off turn 4. Schneider's going to clear him as well for 2nd. Oh, maybe. Oh, he was clear. Kind of forced himself clear, but he was clear. Oh, what a block by Hill. All the way up high. He gets to the outside for 2nd. They're 4 wide for 4th still. We've seen more 4 wide racing in the first 10 laps of this stage than what we've seen all day leading up. Schneider gets in front of Hill. Hill's going to push him. Should have probably stayed down in front of Williams. Williams definitely pulled him back at that side draft by quite a bit.
Still there.
Hill gets to the bottom. So does Williams. Is Castle going to be able to block in the tri-oval? Williams, Schneider, and Hill working well together on the inside there. Staying so close to one another. Now they're out in front. Hill and Schneider. They're looking high. Maybe into the 3rd lane. It went up there with Castle. Now they are in the 3rd lane. 3 wide to the top. This is what Schneider and Gregson tried to do earlier. It's like the 20 of Harrison Burton's down on the inside lane. I mean, they were almost in the wall getting into turn 3. And Josh Williams is going to take his first lead of the race. peculiar position, to say the least. Might be the calm before the storm, but I don't think it's much of a calm before the storm. And somehow Hill just lost a ton of momentum. Schneider's trying to block McLaughlin on the outside. Look at Tommy Joe Martin swing all the way up high in front of Schneider. Still blocking him. Schneider's going to get underneath him though. McLaughlin couldn't quite follow. 202 miles an hour off into turn 3. Schneider gives that push now to Landon Castle. Martin somehow got down to the inside. Barely pulls clear. Him and Martins have been all over each other in this one. Castle turned himself off the front of the 99 trying to get in front of him. Ryan Sieg back to second place again. Top 4 have that single file lane on the inside working. They are 3 wide for 5th on back. And fading fast. Gonna alternate through the different camera angles for the first time here today at Talladega at the line. Just 47 laps to go. Still 1 pit stop out from the finish. Schneider's got 2 more sets of tires left. This really won't come into play today, though. Pretty much like the Bristol race where they're going to have that extra set or 2 at the end. They're not going to be able to use it. Top 4 all staying single file. They're pulling away from everybody else. Being very patient. Not as patient as we've seen anybody be really all day long. Williams better be careful though as he swings high again. A lot of Chevys all of a sudden inside the top 3. Sieg stayed low, was able to get underneath Josh Williams, and he'll move up a spot. Schneider to the inside of Castle, who's still pushing Sieg. Side drafts him to 3 wide for second place now. There's the 89. And the 92 for second. Castle to the back bumper of Schneider now, off turn 4. Ryan Sieg is out in front finally for the first time today. Came extremely close to winning stage 2. And the 89 have another run coming. They all go high. Alex LeBay's in the mix all of a sudden up to 4th. How about Timmy Hill? Had a miracle top 10 run at Bristol, finished 10th, despite finishing 2 laps down. And Timmy Hill is on the inside for 4th place. Back-to-back top 10s for Timmy Hill. And now Lucas Castle, welcome to the stream. And Castle, I thought he was going to push Schneider. Schneider up the block now, and here comes Timmy Hill to the inside. Hill's going to get up to 3rd place. Look at Timmy Hill go for MDN. He's just outside the top 20. He came into this race 21st in points after that top 10 run at Bristol. Scored some stage points as well. I guarantee with a win he'll be inside the top 20. What a stellar season. Is he going to get to the inside in time in front of Schneider? Yes, he will easily. Timmy Hill is still pushing the back bumper of Keegan Schneider in turns 3 and 4. Sieg just off the bottom. He goes up high enough. Schneider and Hill work together. A little side draft now in the 39 in the middle of the tri-oval. Sieg trying to go down and pinch him. Schneider leads the lap at the line. Timmy Hill has pushed Keegan Schneider to the lead. Hill to second place. He clears Ryan Sieg now himself. Now he backs out of the gas. Timmy Hill going to try to get a run off turn 2. Can he take his first lead of the race? He's got Ray Black Jr. in line behind him. Riley Herbst, Ryan Sieg in the outside groove. They have the run, though, right back again. Schneider up to block the 39. Up to block him again. Here comes the run up the middle. Harmon's come and gone through the field. He's led multiple times. Trying to lead again. Well, they race here today at Talladega, and this is going to come down. I think we're going to see an underdog win this one, but which underdog will it be? Sieg being pushed to the lead from Riley Herbst. Timmy Hill trying to push Schneider. He's sandwiched in the middle. Oh, Hill had to get out of the gas. They were 4 wide. That stacked up McLaughlin as well. Herbst remains in second, trying to get the outer groove to work. Talladega Superspeedway is the largest oval on the NASCAR circuit. Any of the top 3 series within the sport. So yes, this is a very large speedway. Super speedway, in fact. Toyota's all of a sudden here towards the front. Austin Hill, Keegan Schneider looking high. They try to get a run up there. To the outside of Riley Herbst. Schneider tries to get a pull up a 39 of Ryan Sieg. Look at the run Schneider's got to the back bumper of Sieg. Now he gets to the inside into turn 3. Side drafts him. Trying to pull him back. 39 to 99 have gone back and forth a couple times here. In this stage alone, again, Austin Hill up to push Schneider. Schneider couldn't stay in front of him, though, and the run stalls out. See if he can get another run. 40 laps to go here at Talladega. Austin Hill's there. There's a couple more spots down on the bottom. It looks like, oh wow, now somehow got shuffled to the outside. Harmon gave Riley Herbst a big shot. Schneider falls back to 6th. Schneider just gets inside the 74 of Harmon, who came off the bottom just a tiny bit. Oh yeah, it is full throttle all the way around this racetrack for sure there, Lucas. A lot of high drafting. So you're seeing the runs you are seeing around this racetrack. Inside lane backing up. Oh, Schneider just pulled up in front of Harmon. He's trying to get out of dodge when the 18 of Herbst checked up, getting into the middle of the corner. Barely enough room for Schneider to get up there. He didn't lift. He didn't want to lift. Just avoided contact, though, in the process of doing that. See a couple drivers on the track map on the lower left-hand corner of the screen have lost the draft. Still 38 laps to go in this race. And again, we still have a pit stop coming up before the end. Fuel window for the Xfinity Series is about 34 to 38 laps here at Talladega. So we're right around the pit window. Just put a brick on the throttle and turn. You do have to touch the brakes from time to time if things get out of control ahead of you, so I guess you can't necessarily just drop a brick on it. Plus, you don't want to push somebody too hard. We've seen some guys get loose today. They haven't completely lost control. Again, we have only had 4 cautions in this race all day long. for incident, not including the stage 2 lane. Caution, 5th of the race, 37 laps to go. Couple guys staying out, but it looks like the majority of the field is pitting. Joe Graff Jr. is the only driver out of the race. If you are on the lead lap, you have a chance to win this. And for Chastain, who lost the draft, or maybe he was laying back expecting a possible big one, trying to get out of Dodge, he's all right too, back where he's at. This is going to be a fuel mileage race for everybody pitting right now. We'll have about 34 laps to go when we go green. He loses 11 spots on pit road. His pickers lost him 1 spot more. Each pit stop, first 9, then 10, now 11. Green flag back in the air here at Talladega. Justin Allgaier leads the field to the green in the number 7 for Junior Motorsports. 34 laps to go. The 2 Junior Motorsports Chevrolets of Gregson and Allgaier stay out to get the track position. Schneider again restarts on the outside. It's been pretty inconsistent. He restarts the inside one time, next time he restarts outside. Oh, Schneider got in the side of Harmon. Knocked him up to the outside lane. Somehow still gets around the 47. Well, he doesn't completely clear him. I don't know if he wants to be 3 wide on the top on the restart. And he is forced to really try and hold his lane.
Got one peeking inside.
3 by 3 by 3 through the field on the restart. 33 to go at the line. There's a lot of 3s in that sentence, but we are getting down towards the finish. And there is very little room for error. Oh, Cindric stacking up on the inside lane. Schneider, Baccarella, holding on in the middle. Schneider goes down to aggressively side draft Cindric. He really wants to pull clear down the back straightaway if he can help it. But Cindric side drafts him back. Nowhere to go. Schneider's boxed in behind the 90. Now Baccarella moves down in front of the 22. Schneider can't quite get a pull off the cars in front of him right now. There's too many cars on his side pulling him back with the side drafting. Schneider finally gets to the bottom in front of Josh Bilicki. Bilicki going to get underneath him. Schneider just lost the bottom again. 4 wide. Oh, 3 wide, rather, into the corner. And the 90 of McLaughlin just gave a huge push to Schneider that time. McLaughlin routed it up in the side of Brandon Brown. Seed back out in front. All guy right on his left ear trying to get the lead back.
Outside. Still there. Careful, still there.
31 to go. 5 cautions. But we have not had the big one yet today. What you come to realize here at Talladega is when will the big one strike, if at all. The way everybody's been racing so aggressively, so hard all day long, I'm surprised we haven't yet. Yeah, I guess it just really goes to show how well these guys have raced when racing aggressively. Later and later you get, the more aggressive everybody seems to get, and it's only going to make matters a little worse for wear. Loose on the try-over. 30 to go. Hemrick. Ooh, LeBay down low to block Schneider on the inside. They had a big push there from Hemrick. That would have helped him out a ton, and now Briscoe looked like he was going to try to block Alex LeBay. Stole him out a little bit, and then LeBay ended up getting underneath him anyway. Just can't get underneath him. Now he does. Castle pushing Briscoe on the top again.
Careful, still there.
Buckland in the 93's got to run. He'll push the back. Keegan Schneider.
Careful, still there.
Still 3x3. Moves down to the bottom. That might help Schneider finally pull clear of both LeBay and Briscoe, and it does. And a huge run on the back of the 18 off turn 4. 200 miles an hour in the trial. In the Xfinity series, 200 miles an hour. These engines are bogged down a lot more than the Cup series. Highest speed we've seen today is 202 going off into turn 3. This long back straightaway. There's got another massive run on the back of Riley Herbst as he gets 202 miles an hour again. Jumps to the inside. Look at the outside lane stacking up as well, but it's Herbst who side drives Schneider to keep that run that Schneider had from pulling ahead of Herbst, and Herbst passes him right back. And it looked like Schneider was going to pass at least 3 or 4 cars there. If it wasn't for Riley Herbst pulling him back with that aggressive side draft, Schneider's going to have to find his way back in line. We'll stick with the normal cam for the rest of this race. Saw at Daytona a lot of cars running the outside late in the race. Here at Talladega, it's kind of split even. Half and half, it seems like. One in the top, one in the bottom, or in the middle. Again down the back straightaway, trying to get a run. Back of Jeremy Clements in the 51, 204 miles an hour into turn 3. That's got to be the top speed by far in this race. I've seen 202 a couple times, but that got up to 204. Oh! 44 of Martin's got loose. Trying to help each other out, trying to bump trap, but we know that goes wrong from time to time. Allgaier got robbed of a win in the last race. After winning 2 races ago at Texas, he's trying to win 2 out of a 3-race stretch. Junior Motorsports as a whole, as a team, trying to go 3 in a row after Gregson won at Bristol, stealing the win from his teammate late earlier today.
Still there. Careful, still there.
And again, pushing Martins. Amazing how a lot of these manufacturers somehow end up trying to find each other multiple times throughout the stack. It seems like when we have seen cars in the top 5, top 10 today, they've been a lot of the same manufacturers. That alliance within the manufacturers working together. Got Austin Hill, Riley Herbst, Harrison Burton, Keegan Schneider, 4 Toyotas in the top 11. 3 of them running 9th, 10th, and 11th. Schneider's just not in line with them right now. They're on the outside, Schneider's on the inside lane. We'll get in front of the 20 finally, and then move up to the outside in front of Herbst. Behind Herbst, in front of Harrison Burton. Another run.
Careful, still there.
Pull out of line maybe a little too late. Now everybody goes to the inside, and I guess that'll help him get by Herbst for 9th.
All right, clear outside.
Martin swinging high. He's getting desperate for a run.
Careful, still there.
Schneider gets a big pull off Anthony Alfredo. The 21, and now up in front of Martins. To 7th. 10 people watching here very late in this race. Just 23 laps to go when we get to the start-finish line. We've had 5 cautions total for incident, but we have not had the big one. They're the most important laps of the race. We've had 7 different winners already in the first 8 races of the season, and only 12 make the playoffs in the Xfinity Series. Might have to get 2 wins if you're any of those drivers with 1. Schneider's last of the drivers with 1 win right now, 11th in the point standing, so he definitely knows a second win is huge here today for him. Certainly assuring him a spot in the postseason.
Still there. The lead car is pitting.
That's right. Allgaier and Gregson, remember, did not pit under the last caution, and that's going to cost them because the race leader, Justin Allgaier, is coming to pit road, and that will give Austin Cindric the lead off of turn 4, the pole sitter.
Careful, still there.
Back out in front again here at Dega.
Car outside.
Yeah, Blaney had a lot of bad luck there. Cut last pit stop for sure. Nothing of his doing, unfortunately. It's the Ryan Blaney luck. He had a fast car, too. Won the first 2 stages. He was looking really good.
Stay high, stay high. Inside.
Cindric's up on the outside. You better be careful. Alfredo might get the run down to the bottom.
Clear all around.
Schneider had to fall in line behind Austin Hill and Anthony Alfredo. And Alfredo got a huge shot from Austin Hill to get to the lead. Cindric's a sitting duck in that outside groove. Ooh, Licky almost got into the left rear of Mike Harmon. Fast pasta, Anthony Alfredo leads at Talladega. Still being pushed by Austin Hill. Schneider to third, getting around Cindric off turn 2. He'll move up in front of him. Cindric might have gotten in the wall off the exit of the corner. Schneider down low to block. Ryan Sieg, who had a massive run, now back to the top to hold off Austin Cindric. Hill goes way up high. No help up there. And that's going to lose him ground from the 21 of Alfredo.
Looking inside now.
Fuel is going to be close to the end. We are coming to 20 laps to go this time. And you look at the estimated fuel for everybody that pitted under the caution that was not Allgaier or Gregson. And these guys are pacing maybe a half a lap on the good for fuel to the end of the race. Half a lap at the most. Schneider in the middle lane to push Sieg. Shot him out of a cannon. They all try to get closer to Alfredo. Jesse Little in the middle lane in the 4. Goes to the back bumper of Schneider. Schneider back down to the bottom, though, in front of Riley Hurst. Hanging on to 4th. Been a while since Schneider in this 99 team has led today. But about 10 laps, maybe a little less than 10. Pull the 74 car back. Desperately. Not going to be able to do it enough, and hops in line again behind it. The backmarker cars today, I feel like Mike Harmon might have the best of those guys' race cars. The fastest to maybe win this race was one of the underdogs. He just got shoved out of the way by Schneider. Schneider tried to bump draft him, but he didn't hit him square. He kind of hit him more on the left rear, and that loosened Harmon up. Oh boy, Schneider is going to try to block.
Careful, still there.
Couldn't do it, and usually Harmon makes the pass.
Hold your line, got one outside. All right, you're clear then.
He's got another big run. Lap cars of Allgaier and Gregson are not near each other, so they're out of the draft. They're still on the lead lap. You have to assume with everybody else in the draft, they will catch both of those two drivers. Gregson's the second of the two. Schneider pulls clear of Harmon. It's definitely going to be close on fuel to the end. We could see a fuel mileage race here today at Talladega. Save more fuel on the draft than what you do out in front, that's for sure. We have seen that before. Is he going to get to the inside for the lead this time? It's been very close. I'm trying to get around Alfredo. He looks low. Alfredo to block, moving to the middle lane. Schneider, meanwhile, blocks the one of Annette back there for third. Up to the top with Harmon having to run. Oh, look at the top two going up near the wall. Sieg's definitely on the inside of Alfredo now. Side drafted him back, and if they keep battling for the lead, the rest of the field's going to catch him. Look at Joe Nemechek. He might be the favorite for the underdog finish, the underdog win in this race. Schneider to the top. He's got help from LeBay. Finally pulling clear. Oh, Annette gets shuffled out of line. Schneider had to go high. There wasn't going to be enough room for Annette to make it into the corner in the middle lane if he didn't move up. Fredo's still moving backwards. Sieg's kind of pulling away from him as they're 3x3 off turn 2. Look at the pull Schneider's getting on the outside behind Alfredo. What a run through the corner to stay into third, despite being on the outside 3 wide. He's got Josh Williams in line behind him, and Williams looks like he wants to work with him. Caught the top 2 again. It's been a little bit, but they are there. Alfredo trying to maybe get back around Sieg. 15 laps to go. Comment in the chat down below, who do you think will win this Xfinity Series race? Very good chance we're going to get another new winner. Of the drivers in the top 8, only Schneider has a win, and he's got 1 and might need a second to make the playoffs. This might be his last chance to win on speed until we get later into the regular season, maybe when we go back to Daytona. Williams trying to get a pull. Alfredo has no help because Schneider can't keep up with the top 2. Maybe this push from Williams will help him. Try to pull closer to both Anthony Alfredo and Ryan Sieg. Lap car could get in the way as well of Noah Gragson. You know, he's going to try to stay on the lead lap in case we do get a caution. Schneider's got a massive run on Alfredo this time through turns 1 and 2, and he looks high. Now he's getting a little bit of a pull off of Sieg. Alfredo's going to try to side draft the 99 of Schneider, but Schneider is going to clear Anthony Alfredo for second with a pass on the top. Schneider in the back bumper of Sieg. He is pushing him now through the corner. And he just pushed him a little further out ahead as Alfredo's going to try to work with the 99. Sieg's getting a pull off the lap car, though, of Gragson. It's pulling him away from Schneider. Sieg knows that lap car might get in the way. That was Schneider's fastest lap of the race. 48.810 that last time. Schneider's going to go with the lap car. Noah Gragson, he's going to try something different. He's going to try working with the lap car to get to the lead. He's got Anthony Alfredo as well behind him, working on the high side. And Sieg doesn't have enough help on the bottom. Schneider to side draft. Schneider going for the lead, but Gragson, will he pull to the bottom or will he stay there? A push from Alfredo. Gragson still staying in that higher lane right now. He's going to try to stay on the lead lap in case we get a caution. He could be back in it. And on the outside, Schneider uses the lap car to get around Ryan Sieg. Alfredo coming on the top. Schneider up high, trying to block Alfredo. Gonna side draft in 12 to go. The 99's back out in front, but just for a slight moment. And now Alfredo's getting the draft off the 9 of Noah Gragson. Schneider trying to side draft the 21 of Alfredo and pull him back again. Alfredo to the lead. He's clear off turn 2. Chastain out of nowhere was hanging back waiting for the big one. Remember, he lost the draft before the last caution with 37 to go. He's back up to third. Or at least battling for it with Seed. Fredo got the draft off the lap car of Gregson. He was able to pull away. Now he's going to try to get around the 9. Gregson might hold him up. Gregson definitely held him up. 11 to go. Schneider again goes behind Noah Gregson. But is Alfredo going to be able to clear Gregson this time? I don't think he is. Gregson getting a run off the high side. It's worked for Schneider the first time. We'll see if it'll work for him again.
Still there.
Gregson better stay high for Schneider's sake.
Careful, still there.
Oh, Schneider was... That was a close call. They almost wrecked. That stalled the 99 car out. And Alfredo's going to... No, he can't clear Gregson yet. I thought he was going to. Gregson is desperately trying to stay on the lead lap. If we get a caution. Chastain pulls on the outside. He's going to push Schneider. I thought Alfredo was going to clear the lap car. That would have put almost like a pit car in between first and the rest of the field. That would have been huge. But he just wasn't able to clear him. Now Pack's catching the next lap car of Justin Allgaier as well. Schneider again with a run on the back of Alfredo. And he's going to have to go behind Alfredo because Gregson swung a little too high. Schneider might get underneath him. Off turn 4, not quite. Gregson going to give a push to the back of the 99. They got him loose, and now he's 3 wide in the middle. Briscoe going to get by for position as well. Schneider's in trouble. He's got to hold all of these guys back. Oh, contact sideways! Saved it, but he's going to lose a lot of ground. He's still bouncing around everywhere, just trying to fall in line somewhere. Back to 10th. Timmy Hill's in the top 10 again. Austin Hill sideways. Austin Hill sideways. Holds on going into turn 3. We're coming to 8 laps to go at the line this time by, and we are cutting it again close on fuel. These guys have saved enough in the draft. It looks like they're about a lap to the good this time to the line.
Hold that line, driver.
Wide in the middle of the pack again.
You're all clear on top there. Stay high up there.
Schneider to the high side, 3 wide. He's getting desperate. Trying to find a run. He can't get down to the bottom, so he's going to try the outside 3 wide. Licky's kind of sandwiched in the middle. Lap car of Allgaier staying out of the way. Schneider finally back down to the bottom behind Cindric. He might get underneath Licky to the inside of him. That might be better for him. And he will. And he's all over the back of Cindric, pushing him through the trial. Will anybody get around Alfredo again? 21 car out in front. 7 laps to go, and Alfredo just lost the bottom of the racetrack. And they're side by side for the lead again. Schneider just got into the left rear seat, and that stalls him out again.
Still there.
Schneider 3 wide, gets underneath both Cindric and Sieg into turn 3. He's getting a good pull off Austin Hill, and that'll get him to 6, which is where he finished at Daytona in the season opener. And he pushes Austin Hill. Caution. With 7 laps to go, the caution will wave. Sieg's gonna hit the pits. Another tough break for him. Gregson gets the free pass. Allgaier's trapped the lap down. Rough for him because he has led a decent amount of laps today. Especially in this final stage. And now everybody's definitely going to be good on fuel to the end. They'll be good for at least 1 overtime, maybe 2. We're only going to have 3 laps to go when we go green, so a 3-lap green flag checker. Green-white checker, excuse me. 3-lap green-white checker. Schneider's going to have to restart 6th. Row 1 will be Briscoe and Harrison Burton. Alfredo, Brandon Brown in row 2. Austin Hill, Keegan Schneider, row 3. Green flag in the air, Talladega. Outside has not been the preferred line on the restart. Schneider knows he's got to get down to the bottom as soon as he can. Pinching Austin Hill. Alfredo's in the way, though. And he's got to go 3 wide to the high side. Nobody wants to go with Anthony Alfredo. Schneider is just out of shape there. That upper groove. Ooh, contact with Balicki. Wrong place at the wrong time. Look, he's still sideways up in front there. Schneider's going to have to drop in line, it looks like, behind the 47 of Joe Nemechek. Back to 12th. He lost 6 spots on that restart. We're coming to 2 to go. Side by side for the lead. It actually looks like Harrison Burton is just able to pull clear off turn 4. 2 to go at the line. Schneider back to 12th. Needs to get in the top 5 for that goal position at least. Just gets to the inside. 3 wide contact as he forces himself underneath the 47 of Nemechek.
Careful, still there.
Timmy Hill getting a run.
Careful, still there.
Schneider needs more help. Chastain's going to try to help him out. Give him a quick push, and that was it. That's not good enough.
Careful, still there.
Restarting in that top lane just hurt Schneider so much.
Still there. Careful, still there.
3 wide in the tri-oval. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank at the line. It's Harrison Burton trying to go for his 3rd win of the season. Briscoe looking for his 2nd right behind him. Austin Hill, who's led some laps in the final stage, has a chance as well. Schneider's just trying to get inside the top 5 for that goal position at this point. I don't know if it's possible as he goes high to block the 47, and who gets really, really loose, but he's able to save it down the back straightaway. Burton leads in the middle of turns 3 and 4. Schneider trying to get a run to the inside off turn 4 on Cindric, who got really loose, but he's not going to get there. Schneider got loose himself. Briscoe looking to the high side, but I don't think he's going to have... No, he might have enough time. Briscoe gets to the outside. It's a photo finish at the line between Harrison Burton and Chase Briscoe. Burton held the double yellow line, and it looked like Briscoe almost beat him. And the winner of the race is going to be Harrison Burton by 1/1000th of a second. Closest finish on the channel by far. Harrison Burton by 1/1000th of a second is able to hold on when Briscoe had that push from Austin Hill on the outside. That looked ridiculously close. And it was so close to call. And that would be why Harrison Burton by 1/1000th of a second wins this race over Chase Briscoe. That's Burton's 3rd win of the season in just the first 9 races. He was the points leader coming in. Austin Hill 3rd. Timmy Hill with back-to-back top 10s. 10th at Bristol. 4th at Talladega. Brandon Brown 5th. Josh Balicki 6th. Austin Cindric 7th. David Starr 8th. Keegan Schneider 9th. And Joe Nemechek rounds out the top 10. We at least got a top 10, but that means we have to finish 2 of the next 3 races inside the top 5. I was really banking on Dega being one of those races. We finished 3rd in each of the first 2 stages, but the final stage there, those last 20 laps, for whatever reason, it just didn't seem like we had the speed we did earlier in the race. Schneider restarted 6th, but he was stuck on the outside, and then he ended up 3 wide after Alfredo kind of got shuffled off the bottom, and there was no chance for Trying to get back down to the bottom until they got to the line for 2 to go, and it was too little too late. He was only able to pick up 3 more spots after that. Both stage winners finish outside the top 20. Castle winning stage 2, finishing 32nd, and Gregson finishing 33rd after winning stage 1. 34 cars finished on the lead lap and only 1 DNF despite 6 cautions for incident today. That DNF was Joe Crabb Jr. Well, we got enough money to purchase another chassis. We didn't gain or lose any spots and points. We're still 11th. Thank goodness we didn't get another new winner today at Talladega like we very well could have seen. So, well, I don't think anybody's catching Harrison Burton this season. For the regular season championship, I know he doesn't have a big lead. He's only 18 points ahead of Cindric for the regular season title, but he's got 3 wins in the first 9 races. Definitely the championship favorite so far. That's 4 wins for Joe Gibbs Racing in 9 races. 5 for Toyotas as a whole. What a race. And by 1/1000th of a second, we have the closest finish in NASCAR. The Heat 5 history and the channel's history. We have the closest finish tonight. Sieg led the most laps, but he only led 16 of the 113 laps today. Goes to show how many different leaders we had. How few of laps those guys that did lead led. And we had the fastest lap, 48.810. I'm quite surprised. In the draft, I was expecting a little bit better of a finish, especially considering that we finished 3rd in each of the first 2 stages, but restarting 6th on that last restart with only 3 laps to go just killed us. I mean, we couldn't get down to the bottom. We ended up actually 3 wide on the top before we even got down to the bottom. We lost too much ground. We dropped 6 spots? Yeah, from 6th to 12th. 1 lap into the restart, we got 3 of them back there in the last 2 laps. But that was it. We couldn't get anything else going. Better luck next time. We will be going to Dover International Raceway tomorrow night. Chad Fincher made a way to crack the top 10. Thanks, Chad. Yeah, I mean, at least we got a top 10. Race now, race later. Yep. We're gonna race later. Well, we're gonna simulate the race. You guys all know we're gonna simulate it. This is not gonna count for our actual. Well, I guess we get more money because of it, so I guess that's good. I'll take it. But we're gonna be owning our own team, so I didn't want to. Whoa, Warren! I guess we completed the hot seat offer for MBM. Alright. I didn't do anything, but alright. It's more money going our way. I'll take it. We can give them... Yep. So we're going to get that 3rd chassis going. It's going to be a road course chassis. We can have that set up by Mid-Ohio here. We got 3 races until Mid-Ohio. Well, I guess 2 more races before Mid-Ohio. And we only need a little less than 80,000. We can upgrade to an 85 on the Arrow. I'm going to update the pit crew as well to an 85. So we're going to give ourselves 85 for speed and accuracy with our pit crew going into Dover. And we can hire 2 more employees. So we need another aero specialist, and we need another suspension specialist. Carlos Garcia. And now we have to train them. Put him at a 6 for now. Aero. It's going to be bumped up to a 7. Alright, so that's what we're working with here. That road course chassis ready. Well, actually, okay, so that's what we're looking at. We'll have an 85, 79, and a 78 for our Dover race car. Using that Speedway chassis, we'll get this road course chassis worked on, and hopefully we can get it ready to go by the time we get to Road America in a couple races. Got $835 left in the bank. Hopefully we'll get to an 85 on the Aero before Mid-Ohio. I think in 2 races we can get $180,000. I definitely think so. But yeah, tomorrow night, Dover. Tune in. Not sure what time yet. Probably 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but no guarantees. Like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. I will see you guys tomorrow at some point for Dover. The One Man Financial 200. Should be a lot of fun. Not sure when we're going to have another doubleheader. So, just putting that out there. Just for you guys wondering. Don't ask. I will let you know when we do end up having a doubleheader. Alright, thanks everybody. Have a good rest of your night. Hopefully you had a lot of fun, both with the Bristol and Talladega career mode races. And I'll see you guys next time.